My name is Lydia, and in this episode I share my experience of being hospitalised in Sri Lanka with you, alongside recovering whilst living off-grid with a Sri Lankan family. These 2 weeks taught me that with solo travel, you have to take the rough with the smooth. I hope you enjoy watching.
So I left England a month ago and I have ended up in a hospital in Sri Lanka, so that's where I am now. I seem to have picked up a bad infection, not really sure where or what the infection is, but it's meant that I have to stay in a hospital. I've been sick for a couple of weeks, it was getting worse. Came to get it checked out by the doctor. When I got the blood results, they said that I needed to stay in and go on intravenous antibiotics for a few days. Anyway, it's day 5 now and I'm hoping to get out tomorrow, and I am feeling a lot better, but I just thought I would share a little bit with you about my hospital experience here in Sri Lanka.
I don't have much footage from my time in hospital, but I was really well looked after. I was given my own room with an ensuite and a balcony, plus I was offered food 3 times a day. I couldn't eat and I slept a lot for the first 4 days, whilst the antibiotics and painkillers brought the fever down. But by day 5 I began to get restless, and so I knew things were going well.
I'm being pretty well looked after here, and they come around 3 times a day and they take my food order and then they bring it to the room, which is great. And today is the first day that I feel well enough to eat breakfast, and so I asked for like some curry and rice. And Jesus, they have sent me so much food. I have no idea how I'm possibly going to eat all of this. Let's have some rice, dal, sambal. No idea what that is. And something else in here.
I spent the next week recovering before making the journey north into the Sri Lankan hill country. As I got closer to the island's interior, beaches were replaced with mountains. It felt great to be on the move again, especially after being cooped up for several weeks. After around 9 hours, I arrived in Haputale, a small town surrounded by cloud forest and tea plantations. I then caught a tuk-tuk to my final destination. I have just arrived at the workaway that I'm going to be staying at for the next week. It's so beautiful here, and it is so different to everywhere else that I've been on the south coast, and I am going to be here for the next week, staying with a Sri Lankan family, helping with cooking, cleaning, general chores, as they run a guest house here. And I am just, super stoked to hopefully make some Sri Lankan friends and learn more about Sri Lankan culture and Sri Lankan cooking. It just feels like a whole new adventure, so really, really happy and looking forward to seeing what happens. The guest house was nestled into the mountainside with panoramic views over the surrounding area. I knew straight away I was going to enjoy my time there when I was greeted by baby chickens and the family's pet dogs, Bernie and Coconut. I was also pleasantly surprised to discover I had my own room with views over the tea plantations. The first morning was spent releasing a baby chipmunk that had been found alone after falling out of its nest. It was a great feeling when we put it on the roof where the family had seen chipmunks hanging out, and its mum came to rescue it. After that, I went exploring to see more of the area around where I was staying. Just down from the guest house, it's a very nice walk down through the tea plantations and also past the houses where all of the family members live. So it's one big family of like aunts, uncles, the grandmother lives just up the road, brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews. But I have just gone the wrong way. So it's nice because there's always people around. So now I am just going to walk down towards the campsite because there's a very nice viewpoint called Eagle Rock, and just make the most of this really nice afternoon. After walking a little further and getting lost a few more times, I made it to Eagle Rock. Named after the eagles that are often seen flying there, it's the highest point in the area, with views over tea estates, the southern plains of Sri Lanka, and a 700-metre deep abyss. It really is just a really steep cliff edge. Amazing. As far as the work was concerned at the workaway, there wasn't a huge amount to do. All I did was help Mama and Auntie in the kitchen and watch them cook incredible Sri Lankan food. I also cleaned and prepared the rooms for new guests, with the help of Ivana, who was staying and helping the family like me. Overall, we were treated more like guests than workers, so the next day we took a trip to the waterfalls. Sri Lanka is full of incredible waterfalls, and these are the second tallest falls in the country. We walked an hour through the forest to get there, and there were different levels, each with a pool to swim in. The water felt incredibly refreshing, and it was great to spend a day in nature with new friends. But by this point I was ready to go exploring again and resume my solo travels.